So as the title suggests, today's reading is how do they view you? It could be a platonic, family connection, romantic connection, but if romantic messages do come out, just reject those messages. But yeah, so how do they view you, the person on your mind? We have 3 groups for you to choose from. We have group 1, the sodalite crystal, group 2, the rough, raw, rose quartz crystal, and group 3, the black obsidian. Okay, so group 1, 2, and 3. If you do want to pause the video so you can take a moment to choose your group, feel free, but I shall see you in your readings. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the first group, this here sodalite crystal, then this reading is for you, okay? So the person on your mind, how do they view you? Okay, this is a lot of swords cards. So we have the 3 of swords in reverse. We have the 8 of swords upright. And we have the queen of swords in the upright as well. I like. Let's see. So how do they view you? Okay, so this person views you as not taking any chances. This could be right now or just in general. This does feel like it's in a way where you make logical and well thought out decisions, and they also view you as not taking any chances in your love life. They view you as, someone who's quite serious and someone who is a healer, especially through their words, through deep and meaningful conversations, serious conversations, conversations that you probably couldn't have with just anybody. And they view you as someone who can be, deep, someone who is wise as well. They do think you get over things quite quickly. And I don't know if this is linked, but they also think you're feeling better. So I don't know if something happened between you both and now you're feeling better, or this is just someone who has seen you, be a bit pessimistic or go through a down phase, and they think you're feeling better. They think you're feeling more positive and optimistic. This could be, recently or something that happened over time. And even though they do see you as someone who gets over things quickly, they also view you as someone who never forgets. So maybe you forgive, maybe you move on from things, maybe you don't, harbor things for too long, but you definitely don't forget. You're not a fool, and that's how this person views you. They view you as smart, someone who can't just be taken, for an idiot, So this person, they also view you as someone who can help them or help other people. And this feels like in a way, this could be in a way where you are more, that you are more aware of. So I don't know if this is like a healing qualities, maybe through the advice you give them. But it feels like in a way where you kind of help other people snap back to reality in some way. Maybe you give people the push they need. Um, But it feels like this person also wants your forgiveness and they want to get closer to you. They may view you as alone, maybe living alone, maybe preferring to be alone right now, or just where it concerns them. Um, for some of you, they could view you as alone, such as like at a distance from family or, close friends, stuff like that. So this person, they also think that you have moved on from someone else or somewhere else, maybe your job, family. maybe the place you grew up, but they feel like you've moved on from someone or something, maybe an ex. This doesn't really feel like an ex, though, if I'm being honest, but you know, if that resonates, definitely take it. For some of you, they feel like you've moved on from who you used to be. Yeah, but they definitely view you as a different person now, clarified by the King of Swords. So someone who's very strong, very careful as well. Someone who's nobody's fool, you know? But anyways, they also view you as a bit trapped for some of you in terms of your circumstances. This could be just like responsibilities, you know, stuff like that. Or it could be in a way where that you are more aware of. But anyways, wait, hold on. So this person, they also think that you have a lot of rules. Like you're someone who has a lot of rules or morals, or you just like to be done in, like certain things to be done in specific ways. Yes, they definitely view you as very logical, very smart. And they also view you as someone who has to defend themselves quite often. But for some of you here, this person could like seeing you defend yourself. I mean, this could be the energy you give off, you know, with the Five of Swords coming out. Maybe you can give as good as you get. Maybe even them and then some. But for some of you, they could like to see you defend yourself in another way. Maybe they like seeing you in a defensive kind of way, but please only take that if it makes sense for the person you're asking about, okay? So yeah, for some of you, they do think that you have a lot of fears. Hold on. For some of you, they could think that you hide these fears or you don't really let it show. But, you know, either way, they do view you and your fears with a lot of compassion and understanding. They also think that you both have great conversations and that you're someone who can be very wise at times. They do view you as true to yourself, trustworthy and independent, and as someone who has a very sharp mind, but maybe doubts themselves at times. So yeah, they think you're a very strong person who is emotionally intelligent. This could be intelligence in other ways as well, but right now they view you as very emotionally intelligent, but maybe a bit pessimistic at times, at least in their perspective or from, you know, their vantage point, or maybe a bit pessimistic when it comes to them. They also view you as it's like they see you as someone who maybe takes things, information, things that people say with a grain of salt. It's almost like if someone says something to you, not that you automatically think that they're lying, but until you do your own research, until you've mulled over the information yourself, then you kind of take certain things with a grain of salt. And they kind of view you as someone who's maybe always questioning things, like you can't be fooled, so I'm not gonna just believe what you tell me, you know. So yeah, they could view you like that. They definitely view you as someone who likes to stay on top of things, maybe your appearance, your home, your responsibilities. Maybe you're very good at keeping someone specific in your life in line, or maybe you're good at keeping, you know, yourself and, you know, certain things that you have going on, like, under control, and, you know. So yeah. So yeah, they definitely view you as someone who's very stable, or someone who is going to be very stable soon. Let me do these ones first. I'll do these. Okay, so how do they view you? So we have particular. Yeah, so they could view you as someone who likes things a certain way. So for some of you, this particular energy is in terms of you being an individual, in terms of you being unique, maybe different, discerning, even for some of you guys. They could also view you as a bit isolated, you know, whether that be right now from them or in general. They could view you as quite discreet as well. Let me put this here. So we have intelligent. Yeah, they definitely view you as very intelligent, whether this be emotionally, mentally. I feel like it's all of the above. It feels like they view you as intelligent in a lot of ways. So we also have surprising. So they view you as shocking. They view you as someone who maybe constantly surprises them. So for some of you, they find your forward movement surprising. Maybe you're constantly overcoming hurdles. You're constantly moving forward. For some of you, if maybe if you started something and it's moving quite quickly, maybe gaining a lot of momentum, they could find that quite surprising. For some of you, they could view what you say as surprising. Like, oh, that was shockingly, like, insightful, or shockingly, you know, intelligent, or wise, you know. So we have loud. So this person does view you as loud, but this doesn't really feel like, this doesn't feel vocally loud. So I don't know if this is loud in terms of your appearance, maybe, you know, loud in terms of injustices, I don't know. But they do feel like you are loud in some way. For some of you, this loudness is in terms of your appearance, clarified by the Six of Wands. They could feel like you get a lot of attention. For some of you, though, they view you as someone who could get loud, if that makes sense. And we also have emotional. So they don't really view you as emotional. They don't really view you as unemotional either. They just view you as someone who has their emotions, you know, in control, and it's quite balanced. So we have, let me do this one first. So we have accepting challenges. So yeah, they view you as someone who doesn't really back down from a challenge. We also let yourself sparkle and shine. So that could be like that loud energy. Maybe you do allow yourself to sparkle and shine. Maybe it happens naturally and you naturally get a lot of attention. Or maybe you're quite bold and assertive. But yeah, they view you as loud. They view you as someone who, you know, stands out, sparkles, they shine. It's almost like they view you as like your aura bursting out of your skin, and I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like they view you as like maybe bigger than maybe you view yourself, or they just view you as someone who has a lot of power, or gives off a lot of power. But anyways, we also have socialize or join in, make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So this person, they view you as healthy, they view you as healing. For some of you, they view you as, depending on who you're asking about, but they do view you as either currently making, healthy and supportive new connections, whether it be friendship or romantic. I can't remember what else. Oh, or for some of you, they view you as healing and kind of headed towards that direction, making healthier connections. So we have breaking cycles. Yeah, they view you as someone who's breaking cycles, clarified by the Judgment card. It's like they view you as not going back to the person who you used to be. Five of Swords and Nine of Swords. I don't know if this is in terms of like mental health, in terms of, maybe doubting yourself. Someone who has a lot of fears, but maybe let those fears, I don't know if overcome is the right word, but let their fears take over. With the Five of Swords, maybe you're someone who, used to get into conflicts quite often. But yeah, they definitely view you as breaking cycles. So we also have wild thoughts. So they view you as someone who has wild thoughts. Maybe you have, I don't know if outlandish is the right word, but maybe you think big. Maybe you have, crazy thoughts. For some of you, they could view you as having dark thoughts. But I don't know if that's like not like good dark thoughts or not nice dark thoughts. I don't know, but yeah. So we have I miss you. So yeah, they definitely view you as someone they miss. But for a lot of you here, or some of you, they could view you as someone who's like out of their life for good or indefinitely. But please only take that, obviously, if you're in separation or at a distance from the person you're asking about. So we have I've been through some shit. Yeah, so they view you as someone who has been through a lot, but maybe who has come out on top. And maybe even with the Page of Cups here, it's like maybe you're still able to laugh, to smile. Maybe you're still quite joyful, even though you have been through a lot of things. Maybe you never let it take your happiness, Anyways, so we have I am not interested. So they view you as not very interested in them. So whether this be at the moment or in general. So we have after the first time you'll be addicted, and that's a promise. So if this is someone you haven't, been intimate with before, or someone who, if you're asking about like a romantic connection, basically, this person, they view you as someone that would get addicted to them. Like they view you as someone who would be obsessed with them. Maybe after intimacy, if you guys, got to that level, they view you as, that you would be a bit obsessed with them afterwards. And we also have distance. Yeah, so they'd view you as very distant from them. or being at a distance from them. Maybe one or both of you had to move away, so there is a bit of a gap. And finally, we have you are so powerful, you are so brave. I'm in awe of the person that you have become. So they definitely view you as brave. They definitely view you as strong. So they view you as someone who has grown into an awesome person, or someone who is growing into an awesome person. But I don't know, some of you, they may not want to actually admit that, even though they could see you, overcoming certain things, changing, who you are, changing your life in some, big ways, maybe. But I don't know. Especially if you are leaving this person behind, they definitely maybe view this energy with a bit more pessimism than optimism. Like they may not be too happy about it. Anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could make sense. I do hope it could resonate and be helpful. But I'm wishing you the best. All right, take care. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the rose quartz, then this reading is for you. So the person on your mind, how are they viewing you right now? We have Knight of Pentacles upright, Two of Pentacles upright, and the Strength card upright. So this person, they definitely view you as very responsible. They do feel a little cautious of you though for some reason. Ooh. For some of you, they feel cautious of you because they just can't make up their mind about you. They could feel quite confused about you. So it may actually have nothing to do with you at all. Yeah, it just feels like they're curious about you. Maybe they don't know too much about you. Or if there's distance or there's some area of your life that you keep quite private, then that could be why they are cautious. But anyways, so yeah, they view you as very reliable. They either see you as working hard right now, or you're someone who is more inclined to, always work hard, like no matter what you do. They view you as very confident and assertive as well. They do view you as someone that either likes to get their own way, or you always end up getting your own way. They definitely view you as very smart too. They also think you are moving slowly with them. They view you as sensible and traditional, very down to earth. They see you as someone that could give them or provide them with balance. They definitely see you as someone they can go to for advice, or someone who will listen and be understanding. If they had a problem, or if they just wanted to maybe vent or talk about something, discuss something, they view you as someone who would be very understanding to them. They do think of you as financially stable and or good with money. Like they could view you as maybe saving and budgeting right now, or that's a quality that you have in general. But for a lot of you, they do think that you are doing, budgeting, maybe saving for a specific reason. They definitely see you as someone who has experienced a lot of ups and downs recently, like maybe within the last few months or years, but they definitely view you as someone who is staying on top of things. They do view you as juggling or deciding between them and someone from your past. They see you as very like strong and grounded, someone who has and can overcome almost anything. They view you as sexy and in control of yourself as well. And they also view you as someone who either has control over them or someone who would have control over them. Like, say, for example, you guys were in a relationship together and you're not already in one. They view you as someone who could have that control. I don't know if authority is the right word. It's just like they view you as someone who could balance them, like who could put them on like a straight path, a good path. They also view you as quite romantic. They view you as both compassionate and someone they have a lot of compassion for. So they also view you as overcoming challenges. This could be in terms of your family life, maybe your personal life, maybe in terms of your responsibilities. It could be something you are more aware of, but they do view you as overcoming certain challenges. So we have conservative. So they could view you as quite conservative, maybe, what's that word I'm looking for? Maybe quite traditional, even for some of you guys. They could also view you as someone who likes to be politically correct or who doesn't really like to speak out of the side of their mouth. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't find another way to put that. But yeah, they view you as someone who maybe just doesn't like to just say things for the sake of saying it. Yeah, so they could view you as quite careful about what you say as well. We also have outspoken. So this is not coming up as them viewing you as outspoken, but it is coming up as this person viewing you as needing to be more outspoken, whether this could be about them, as opposed to in general. It doesn't feel in general. So it could be about them, it could be about something else. For some of you, they feel like you need to be more outspoken about being unhappy. This person could think you're unhappy, or whenever you are unhappy, they feel like you need to be more vocal about it. Do you have more from that? Okay. So we have decisive. So this person, I mean, they could view you as decisive. That's not the message that's coming out though. It feels like this person views you as someone they see in a decisive way. So whether this person was indecisive in the past, they feel sure about you now. They feel like they have clarity about you now. It's like they've come to some type of decision where you're concerned. What decision is? For some of you, this is about letting you go so that you can maybe focus on yourself so that you can flourish in some way, but please only take that if it makes sense. And we also have individualistic. Yeah, so they do view you as an individual, someone maybe who values their, being themselves, being independent. But they could just view you as someone who's quite different. So we also have spiritual or religious community, join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. So they view you as being a part of a community where you guys do share a lot of, similar beliefs, thoughts, ideals, stuff like that. For some of you, they could view you as spiritual or religious. But yeah. For some of you, they view you as someone who maybe they want to bring you into their community or their, religious community or spiritual community. Do you have more from this card? So we have do not be frustrated, let go and feel peaceful. So this person could view you as like being stressed out for some of you guys, or maybe you have like a lot going on with the Two of Pentacles, maybe you're quite busy, but they do view you as someone who needs to like maybe do less. Like they view you as someone who needs to focus on letting things go to feel more peaceful, or letting go of things that could be stressful. Maybe removing certain responsibilities that you have, whether it be temporary or long term. But yeah, they view you as someone who they don't want to see, kind of be frustrated and stressed out, or that you need to focus on being less stressed out and frustrated. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So we also have self-confidence through God confidence, believing yourself by believing in God working through you. So they view you as quite confident. Maybe it feels like they view you as someone who has a lot of confidence in themselves, a lot of faith in themselves as well. It's like you believe in yourself because you believe in, I don't know if this is higher powers working through you. Maybe it's because you've done your the work, the due diligence or whatever it may be. But they do view you as very confident. So we also have innocence. So I don't know if they view you as innocent. That's not what's coming through, but they view you as someone who likes innocence, whether that be you like babies or children, or you just prefer people who are more innocent, naive, or young. Maybe you could be a good mentor for some of you guys. But yeah. So we have whipped cream plus your nipples equals yum. So this card, it does feel like it is specifically referencing your nipples. Okay, so please take that message if it resonates. So we also have let me feed you. So they view you as someone who needs nurturing, someone who needs to be nurtured. So this person, they also view you as wanting them to nurture you. Like they think that that's what you want from them. So we also have boring. For some of you, they could view you as boring. That doesn't really feel like for a lot of you, though. Um, for some of you, this is more so about you maybe being bored right now. Maybe you're in quite a, I don't know if comfortable is the right word, but you know when things get comfortable, it can become like, I don't know, maybe in their perspective, boring. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, they do view you as maybe being a bit bored right now. Maybe needing a wee bit of excitement. So we have here, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little jealous. So this person, they view you as someone they are jealous of. For some of you, it could be because you're pessimistic about them, so they could be jealous, or I don't know. There's not a specific message that's coming through with that jealous card. So I don't know. It's either for reasons that you know about, or it's just jealousy in general, you know? So we also have trust your intuition. So they view you as quite intuitive as well. They view you as someone, again, who trusts themselves. They view you as someone who trusts yourself. Maybe you trust your intuition, your guidance, your higher powers, whatever that could be. And we also have insecure. Yeah, they view you as someone who kind of, I don't know, wait, hold on, let me see. Maybe who makes them feel insecure, but I don't really see that for a lot of you. For some of you, they could view you as insecure. Maybe when it comes to them, maybe you're quite indecisive about them, which kind of breeds a bit of insecurity. Do you have more from this card? They feel like they actually make you feel insecure. Do you have more from this card? Okay. And finally, we have I am going to play you for as long as you let me. Okay, so for some of you here, they view you as someone they view you as someone who doesn't want to get serious with them, maybe right now or in general. Again, especially if things have been quite confusing between you both, or there's been like a fallout, distance. They do view you as, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was just saying, but yeah. What the hell? Yeah, they view you as not wanting to be serious with them, okay? Do you have more from this? For some of you, they also view you as someone who could potentially play them. Let me see. Maybe potentially manipulate them. I'm not going to lie, that feels like projection. That doesn't really feel like something they genuinely think would happen, you know? But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could make sense. I do hope it could resonate, be helpful. But I'm wishing you the best, all right? Take care. Okay, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Black Obsidian, then this reading is for you, okay? So the person on your mind, how do they view you right now or in general, depending on what you resonate more with? So we have the Nine of Cups upright, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Two of Wands upright. So this person on your mind, they view you as quite successful or someone who is going to be very successful at some point. They see you as I think I said sensitive already, but they view you as very confident as well. They do see you as someone who is or can be quite controlling and someone who likes to be in charge. But at the same time, they also view you as compassionate, quite feminine as well. They feel like you're very in tune. They view you as someone who's very in tune with other people's emotions as well. They view you as very empathetic. So sensitive. So this could be, sensitive in general. Maybe you feel other people's feelings, empathetic. Um, yeah. So maybe very intuitive as well. And for some of you, they view you as someone who either has or can make a dream of theirs come true. But for a lot of you, this does feel like something that has maybe already happened for this person. So they definitely view you as someone who has maybe been helpful to them, maybe has made them realize a dream that they have, or you've actually helped bring that dream into reality. They do view you as someone who's very affectionate and someone that they can be or want to be affectionate with. So they view you as someone who makes people or makes them feel cared for. And they do view you as making the most of your success, your rewards of your hard work. They view you as making the most out of it. And they view you as someone who's very deserving as well. So they view you as quite comfortable in life. They see you as someone they love and care for. For some of you, though, they don't feel like this is reciprocated or just not reciprocated in the same way. Like, say, for example, you love and adore this person as a friend, but they kind of love and adore you in a romantic way. Okay, so for some of you, that could be the case. But either way, they do view you as someone they care for. They think of you as independent, someone who likes their independence, maybe even prefers, their independence. It feels like this person is very optimistic about you, though, and they see you as someone they have a lot of faith in. Like, this person has a lot of belief in you. They do see you as someone who takes care of their appearance, or they see you as, maybe currently taking care of your appearance. They do view you as very spontaneous, very exciting, and entertaining. Like, they view you as very entertaining, and it's like when you see your favorite person and it's like they could be eating a banana and it's like, oh my god, I love to watch you eating a banana. It just feels like this person is a bit endeared by you, and they find you very entertaining, maybe find you very funny, very exciting, or someone they can do a lot of entertaining shit with, but it feels like this person views you as quite awesome, if I'm being honest. Like, they view you as very desirable and having a lot of desirable qualities. But for some of you here, they do view you as not really being sexually attracted to them, but they also see you as someone who could be or is a very sexual person. So it's like a bit of a bummer for them, but please only take that if it makes sense. They do think that they run into constant delays. when it comes to you. And I don't know if this is delays as in, me and you are making plans to go out together, but you always end up making us late. But for others, this could be delays in terms of your connection. Maybe you guys are always, or in their perspective, you guys are always running into delays, hurdles, challenges, and it just can't, get on the same page, or can't, make it right or steady or balanced. For some of you though, they could view you as maybe purposefully blocking them from you, or it's like you're the one, creating the delays. They definitely view your connection as one step forward and then two steps back. And for some of you here, they think that you don't really have romantic feelings for them, and that you're not really that attracted to them. They do view you as a bit aggressive at times, intimidating as well. They also see you as distanced from them, whether this be right now or in general. So they view you as someone they want, okay? They view you as someone they desire, they want, but at the same time, someone who is also drifting away from them, like you're kind of slipping through their fingers, like you evade them in some way. But at the same time, they view you as the best person for them. Like they view you as the best option. It's like with this Two of Wands, they talk about, the grass is greener, and they view you as that greener grass. They view you as that best or better option. So I don't know if this is in terms, of someone else in their life, but they do view you as the best option for them. They think of you as someone that they'd be very lucky to get with or have something solid with. And this person, they think about you a lot, and it feels like this person is waiting for you as well. Sorry, okay, anyways. So, 1, 2, 3. So we have perfectionist. So they view you as someone who can be a perfectionist. This doesn't feel like they view you like as someone who has to be a perfectionist all the time. This could be in terms of, certain areas of your life, like maybe in your home, you like it to be in order, you like things to be, just right. But it could be in some other area of your life, but they do view you as, at times, being a perfectionist, okay? So we have supportive. So yeah, they view you as very supportive, whether that be towards them or other people. So they view you as being more reserved these days. This does feel like something that could have been like that could have happened recently. We also have cautious. So yeah, for some of you, this person also views you as cautious of them. So we have forgiveness heals, time to release repressed anger as it is blocking your health and happiness. So this person, they view you as quite forgiving. For some of you, please only take this if it resonates, but this person views you as someone they need to forgive or someone they have already forgiven. For some, I'm going to see if I can clarify that. What have they forgiven you for? For some of you, it's like they forgive you for not being generous with them or being cautious towards them, not invested in them. We also have heart of the matter. Do you have, what do you? So for some of you, this person views you as someone they want to have a heart-to-heart with. Or it's like maybe they want to confess their feelings, maybe get to the bottom of how you're feeling, how they're feeling, and see if you guys can like get onto the same page. We also have deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from the past experiences and you're willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. So they view you as someone who really does help and heal people on a deep emotional level. For some of you, they could view you as healing yourself, or is it? Yeah, some of you, it could be about healing yourself. Do you have more from this? For some of you, they view you as maybe currently undergoing this deep emotional healing. Okay. So how do they view you? We have, let's piss off the neighbors, don't hold back. So please only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, this person views you as someone they really want to get a reaction out of. So they may do something like ridiculous or outlandish just to get some type of reaction. Because if you guys are quite put together, maybe you don't really allow yourself or let yourself be, get out of character. This person, it feels like they want to view that other side of you, that side of you that doesn't hold back or isn't being held back. So we have, is it worth it? So they view you as someone who maybe doesn't see them as worth it, whether that be right now about something in particular or in terms of long term. They definitely view you as someone who doubts them a bit. So they view you as someone who makes them feel less serious. We also have let's make this ish happen. So they could view you as someone who is, let me see, maybe motivated, someone who makes stuff happen for themselves, maybe even other people. So we have, I'm so crazy about you, is this shit even normal? So yeah, they definitely view you as someone they're crazy about. But maybe someone they can't have or someone they need to like be careful with. Like not come on too strong maybe. But regardless of, the connection you both have with each other at this moment in time, they do view you as someone they are very, very crazy about, for sure. So I have a question for you and I need an answer. So this person, they definitely view you as someone they need to have a conversation with. They need to have some type of heart to heart with you. We also have practice makes perfect. We have perfectionists over there as well. So this person views you in a way where it's like, if I remain consistent with you, if I, keep practicing or make an effort with you, then things will eventually be perfect between us, or I will get, what I want from you and our connection. And finally, we have, I judged you way too quickly. So for some of you here, they could view you as judgmental, or they could view you as someone who judges them, maybe harshly, or they kind of view you, actually, for some of you, as someone, like, they feel like you've basically made up your mind about them. But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it can resonate. I do hope it can make sense and be helpful. But I'm wishing you the best. All right, please take care.